key to a trailer. Lavender scented. It was a cutout all the time. I could have just walked around. Don't say a word. Just don't say a darn word. Somehow I think that the plot calls for me to add to her collection, not detract from it. Like they say, diamonds are forever, but oranges are for half-time. The Milkmaid. From rags to riches to skimpy lingerie, all in one fabulous lifetime.
What do you want now, then?
I was just wondering whether you were free, that is, if you might consider being part of a very special cliquey that we're making.
Oh, sure. But, I get lonely on the set. You'll have to find me a little friend.
Friend?
Yeah, I lost my last one, you see.
Friend, oh, I see. For your ring. A little friend. Right. No rest for the weary. A length of rope, sort of like string on steroids. Here, let me try something. This should work. A diamond tooth. Just the thing to bring a gleam into a wee girlie's eye. A troll. 50% violence. He'd point out the mathematical discrepancy himself, but he's still waiting for his vocabulary to be delivered. One diamond. Reasonably clean, all for you. Now get out there and star in my cliquey, or I'll take away all your makeup and ban you from ever visiting a hairdresser again.
You heartless beast! Gee, anyone would think you've been round the world for this here thing.
For telling Dibbler you found the babe. Ah, a sort of low-technology security chain. Yes, I'm not sure this is really quite his look. I better not disturb him at this time. He's a method actor, you know. Although what method, nobody knows.
There you are, Fred. Now remember,
Let's just leave him alone. I found us our babe, Mr. Dibbler.
Can she act?
Of course she can act. She's a thespian.
Yeah, well, that won't matter. That's very trendy these days. Fine. Well, consider her signed up.
All right, we've got it. Here it is, one prime jingle just for you.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you get me another one?
What?
Only kidding.
I found the band, Mr. Dibbler.
Excellent. Are they good? Do they have the sleek, well-fed look of success?
Good gods, no. They're all musicians.
Oh, well, sign them on. That's the drawback of music, having to have all these musicians around.
Here we go. Novelties.
Novelties? You call these novelties? I've never seen the likes of this sort of thing before.
Exactly. That's why they're novelties.
I suppose so. I hate it when logic turns against me.
Look, can you go and get philosophical on someone else's time, please? Some of us have got a game to play. That's it. I think we have everything. The jingle, the band, the girl, the novelties. Not to mention that the lead actor's out of makeup and ready to go.
Right then. So it's lights, camera, angstrom.
Don't you mean action?
Oh, well, I suppose so, if you think that's easier. Come on, we've got some filming to do.
I'm ready for my close-up now, Mr. Dibbler.
All right, lights, camera, Achtung, action, actinium, I'll get on with it. Cue death.
Now is the winter of our discontent, made all the more drizzly by the lack of death. Ooh, to be or not to be, that is the question. Whether to be extremely cool, reach the heights of fashion and snuff it, or to keep drawing breath and lose all fashion sense forevermore.
So, what do you think?
I'm trying not to.
Ready? Cue piano.
Piano,
Roll 'em.
makeup, now is the winter of our discontent, made all the more drizzly by the lack of death. Ooh, to be or not to be, that's the question. Whether to be extremely cool, reach the heights of fashion and snuff it, or to keep drawing breath and lose all fashion sense forevermore.
Ready for the porcelain scene?
Look, can we just discuss this script for a moment?
Roll 'em.
Makeup, now is the winter of our tent, the discontent, made all the more drizzly by the lack of death. Oh, to be or not to be, that is the answer. Whether to be extremely cold, reaching the heights of fashion and sniffing, or to keep drawing breath and lose all fashion sense forevermore.
Okay, everyone. The being smashed by a safe scene. And roll 'em.
Now, look here. Makeup.
Now, Mr. Dibbler, now!
What? What's he talking about?
Nothing, love, nothing. Now look, I told you before, it'll be far too messy.
Help! I want to see my agent.
All right, now, Def, stand by for Julian's extra special scene. And cue.
Here, wait a minute. What's all this about a special scene?
Read your script, love. Here, Julian, explain how this next bit goes, will you?
It goes whoosh! Blam! Stuff flying everywhere!
Did you not tell our boy that there were special scenes involved?
I'm not doing it.
Oh, all right. I'll go and find a stunt double. Honestly, you get some people in front of a camera and they think they're the Queen of the May. A skeleton stunt double indeed.
So you are dead then? I should have guessed from the fashions. All right, in you come, brother.
Rincewind.
Brother Rincefing. In you pop, the meeting's just starting. Greetings, brothers.
And sisters.
Oh, sorry. And sisters, allow me to introduce our newest member.
Rincewind.
Rincewipe.
Rincewind. Wind.
Ah, that's just a touch of gas, brother. Happens to the best of us.
Poltergeist?
What?
Is he a poltergeist? What? Him being a wind and all?
Yeah, probably. Any road. Brethren and brother women, let us now all join in singing our Fresh Start Club anthem, a one and a two. And more pork, and more pork, and then that serves the blood. His streets, his thousands palaces, his strangely sticky mud. Let not some wicked foreigner thy noble mud besmirch, and we will fight with tooth and nails, but we can stand and lurch. My friends, we don't have to take death lying down. I see a land where the dead will take their place alongside the living, albeit most of them propped up or sewn back together, but still, beside the living, a place where ghosts can throw off their chains and help contribute to a better, more just society, where a man can throw up his head in pride, then tuck it back under his arm, raise his right hand if he can remember where he put it, and say, yes, I'm as dead as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore.
Excuse me. Shh. Excuse me.
Shush!
Hello.
You're not frightened of me, are you?
No, why?
Oh, I just don't seem to frighten anybody anymore these days.
Oh, well, sorry. All right, look, I'm scared. Really scared. Terrified. Does that make you feel any better?
You're not really scared.
I am.
Well, why aren't you running around then?
Because I'm scared stiff. Yeah, that's it. I've been scared into that strange lucid state of unreality and just don't seem to be able to move my legs. Rooted to the spot in terror. Me.
Really?
Gosh, yes. If I was any more scared, my ears would drop off. Trust me on this. I thought we cured you last time. What happened to your old door?
Someone kept putting letters under the doorstop. I finally had to give the thing away or drown beneath a flood of second-class mail. I think the worst thing was the smell of all those perfume sample sachets. They've all got this stuff called ambergris in them. Apparently, after a few weeks it all starts going off and you up to your eyeballs and decaying. Where does ambergris come from in any case?
I think a whale is sick somewhere and it gets turned into perfume. Strange but true. And who was the first man to look at a pile of whale vomit and think, oh, that'll make a splendid perfume? Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Do you come to a lot of these meetings then?
Not really. I'm not actually dead, you see. Just undead. But the membership card gives you lots of lovely discounts at the local stores. Cheap headstones, cut-rate coffins, that kind of thing.
Yeah, but if you're not actually going to die, I mean drop dead and actually require interment, then why do you need them?
Well, they make great gifts.
What, happy birthday, now here's a headstone in the sincere hope you find a use for it soon, and that sort of thing? Got many friends, have you? You don't need to answer that if you don't want to. The world's shyest bogeyman. You know, I'd have been really intrigued and astonished if this had been a better kind of day. Well, that's enough of this conversation for me. Aren't you dead yet?
Dead? Of course I'm dead. I just can't get going on any decent sort of afterlife. How do you put a stop to a walking corpse? I mean, it's not as if there's any helpful ink books. I've tried me strangling, poisoning, or even jumped in front of a donkey cart.
Oh, how did that one work out?
Not too well. They're charging me with willful traffic obstruction and being walking dead in a public place without a proper licence. Call that justice?
So you become a member at the club here then?
Member? How can I be expected to be a member when I can't pay any dues? And I can't pay any dues because I can't get a job. Oh, skew. Is this any way to treat a walking, talking corpse? In my day, we knew how to show respect to a cadaver in need of a bit of cash.
What? They want to make you pay dues?
It's all Reggie's fault. He wants to pre-print coffin lids with membership details on the inside.
What, and that's going to be expensive?
Well, coffin lids don't grow on trees, you know.
Well, not on any trees I've seen, not when I'm sober anyway. What do you mean you can't hold down a job? I mean, it's not as if you're rushing off anywhere, is it? It's not as if you're going to have any sick days off.
Oh, yes. Well, you try telling that to an employer. I mean, the advantages of a dead employee are obvious to anyone. No lunch hours, no night shift worries. I mean, you'd think anyone could see it's in all of our best interests.
So what happened? Did they complain about the smell?
No, it's all, bureaucracy. Just try filling in a tax form when you're officially dead. You'll see. Place of residence, graveyard. Current occupation, decomposition specialist. I mean, it's an uphill struggle from the word go. No wonder people spend so much time trying to avoid death. The paperwork complications are enormous.
Poor old Windle. From youth to academic. From academic to the grave. From the grave, whoomp, right onto the dole queue. That's a welfare state for you. Let's just stop all this now. Hello, so we're undead, are we?
Don't say it with such superior airs. We are the dark children of the night, we are.
Dark children? You're pale as a... Well, you're quite pale anyway. Well, he is. Yours is sort of more talcum powder.
It's makeup. I'm a vampire and she's my bride of darkness. Well, actually, she used to be the bride of a greengrocer. That was us, fruit and vegetable import-export. And then one night, boom, I'm a vampire. Nothing so much as a by your leave. A quick nip in the neck and you're a vampire, pal.
So if you're a vampire and she's not, then why is she dressed up like that?
A wife should always share her husband's hobbies. Besides, you get to wear interesting costumes.
Let me get this straight. You're both urban vampires, are you? Dreadlords of the night's abyss, all that sort of thing.
That's right.
And you also, as I recall, run a successful grocery business down in Treacle Street.
Used to. It was a smashing business, that was. We didn't truck with the usual fruit and veg. We had the direct distributorship of clutchy and giant peaches. The only place you could get them in the whole city.
Giant peaches?
Yeah, 6 foot high and weighing 500 pounds. God, they were beautiful.
Who in the name of Offless Teeth would eat a 500-pound peach?
Well, no one. You hunt them for the fur.
Anyway, once my husband was elevated to a nobler plane of existence, I decided the time had come for us to move on. I mean, when someone is confronted by the Lord of the Night, the last thing he wants to do is wake up with 2 holes in his neck and smelling of peaches. The fruit business just had to go, didn't it, Count?
Yes, dear.
So why are you two here?
Well, it beats sitting in the coffin all day.
You just listen to the meeting, dear. We think it's very important to raise our undead consciousness. It's a disgrace the way dead people are treated out there these days. For all the attention the dead get, you might as well just stick them in a hole in the ground.
Right.
Anyway, we're here to see what we can do about it. Reg is right, you know. There's a dead person inside all of us, just waiting to come out.
A vampiric greengrocer, eh? I think I shall never eat a cabbage ever again as long as I live. Excuse me, I think it's probably time for me to take my medicine. Hello, so we're undead, are we?
Don't say it with such superior airs. We're...
Dark chill. You're pale as... Well, you're...
Well, that was not a quick...
So if you're a
Besides...
Look, I'm afraid... Count not far out to. A vampire with social pretensions. It's amazing how vampires always have to be wearing evening dress, isn't it? I mean, it's not as if many people are likely to invite them to parties. The Countess not far out to, I presume. I'm glad she's a bride of darkness. I'd hate to see her if the lights were on. Good old Windle. Still not quite getting the hang of being dead, but I admire a man who can just keep trying. The world's shyest... Oh well, if you're going to have an embodiment of childhood neuroses, at least it can be one that you don't mind inviting over for tea and biscuits from time to time. Reg Shoe, a zombie with a mission. I'd shake hands with him, but I might end up with more fingers than I started with. A male banshee? Oh, well, it takes all kinds, I suppose. I wish it didn't, but there you are.